The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
Hey, good evening. All right. Hey, listen. Come on. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown, and once again, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. So come on in. Y'all know what tonight is. Tonight is Meditation Monday. So come on in. Come on, join me tonight. You don't want to miss tonight. Come on, join us. Those that are viewing by YouTube, come on in, join us tonight. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Oh man, I got a special guest. I'm going to have a great time tonight on this. Tonight, you do not want to miss tonight at all. You do not want to miss tonight. So come on, join us tonight for Meditation Monday. Yes, come on in, join us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Hey, listen, we're going to have a great time tonight, y'all. We're going to have a wonderful time tonight. Once again, you do not want to miss us tonight. We're going to have a great time, a great conversation on tonight with my guest that's coming in, that's joining us, that will be joining us tonight. So come on in. Thank you for joining us. Come on. Come on, join us. Welcome you. Come on in. Y'all know what to do. Come on in. Make some comments in the comment section. Let me know that you're there. Good evening to you that's coming in. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on tonight on Meditation Monday tonight. Thank you so very much. Come on in. Hey, listen, if you're viewing us by Facebook for the first time, I need you to do me a favor. It's right there on the screen. If you will, just go ahead and like and share. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know that you're there. Say good evening to me if you will. Come on in. Thank you for joining us. Those that are joining us, thank you for coming in, for joining us on tonight. Hey, we're going to have a fantastic show episode on tonight. So go ahead and join us tonight. Go ahead and do that if you will. Thank you so very much. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. Yes, you do not want to miss this episode tonight. You do not want to miss it tonight. Come on in and join us tonight if you will. Meditation Monday. Meditation Monday. Thank you for joining us. Those that are viewing us by YouTube, if you will, go ahead and do me a favor and go ahead and please like and share. If you're viewing us by YouTube, go ahead and like and share. Let me know that you're there. Um, yeah, let me know that you're there, if you will. I'm trying to adjust a little something here, if you will. There it goes. All right. Got that out the way. I'm back. Okay. So once again, hey, listen, let's do this. It's 7:08. I need to talk to you about a thing. Hey, listen, I did it. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. There it is. Right there. I did my duty on last Thursday. I went and vote. I went and voted on last Thursday. And hey y'all, let's do it. Y'all know I've been talking about voting since probably what, February, and I've been making you know that you guys need to vote. I hope everybody did register to vote. Everybody's status is great. Early voting has started in both counties, Broward and Dade County. So listen, y'all, get out and do it. I've been pushing early voting. If you guys can just overwhelming numbers with early voting, I've been pushing that. Also, I've been telling you guys that any 18-year-olds that's registered to vote, please make sure you have the conversation with them and get them to vote. Make sure they vote. Please make sure they vote. What else I was telling you about the seniors. Hey y'all, I got a testimony. I last Saturday I took one of my seniors to early voting last Saturday. I'm just not gonna. I got to practice what I preach. I've been preaching that it's our responsibility to take care of our seniors. It's our responsibility to take care of our seniors. Make sure that they get to the voting poll. That make sure if they're doing mail-in ballots, make sure that ballot is done correctly and their signature is correct. So I took one of my senior saints to the voting to do early voting on Saturday. Got her there, assisted her, and everything went smooth with her. Hey, I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't gone, there's a part of voting with the machine that they want your signature to be almost match what's on your driving license. So make sure you prepare for that. Okay. So hey y'all, let's get out and vote. If you're those that don't, if you are those that want to wait till the 18th to get in line, and you just got to do it that day, God bless you. But those that are doing early voting, get it done. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. There's a major thing. Hey, listen, if you guys are not paying attention what's happening on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, I tell you to start paying attention, okay? Because it's starting to hit this area, starting to hit the county, starting to hit down in Dade County. As you know, what happened at Chef Creole restaurants. Y'all listen. Those 90 million that did not vote, if you're a part of that, I told you I don't have much to say to you, because a lot of this that's going on now is because of that. It's because of the 90 million that did not vote in 2024. Okay. And those that thought you would vote for this individual because you thought you would be safe, you're finding out a whole different story now. You're finding out that's not the case. You got food, you got food with the banana in the tailpipe, as I would say. That's what happened. And now you're seeing the real deal. Now you're reaping what you sowed in voting for someone that did not care about you or I. Didn't care about us. don't care about us now. And it just irks me when I see people still trying to support this guy, this person, this individual. I don't even call his name, y'all. I just say that dude is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That's it. That's what you're gonna get from me. Okay. But this is the time. And I kept saying it. I've been saying it since February. We got to maximize the moment. This is the moment. This is the moment. That gerrymandering map, we can shut that down if we go and vote. We can shut that down if we go vote in record numbers. I'm telling you, we can do it. If we go and vote in record number and vote for the right folks and the right people that's gonna work for us, that's gonna do for us, that's gonna look out for us, not just because we're black, but just not the black community and the black, but everyone, all people. We need leaders that's gonna look out for all the people, not the party, but the people. Okay. So hey y'all, let's do it. I'm done with that. I got my guest coming on tonight. Hey, I am so excited to have this young man with me tonight on the South Florida Live podcast. I am so happy. I'm so happy. He's sitting back. He's ready to go. Hey, it's no secret. Hey, it's my friend, it's my brother, the one and only Mr. the Senator Shevrin Jones. Hey, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm
How you
doing.
doing?
Listen, I'm doing good. I am in the middle of transition. So what
Yeah.
people don't know is that while you're running for office, you have to
You
maintain a
got your other
job.
right, right. You
So I
still got
had
to handle
to.
your
I
business
know.
and
I
work.
know. I know. I had to fly to Charleston for the day for work, and I'm coming back in the morning. And
Okay.
so I tried to make it to my hotel to do this in the right place. So you're stuck with me doing this interview on the downtown somewhere. I found a street. I found an open space, and I'm singing somebody.
That's what you call working on the run. That's
Hey,
working on the
listen, but I'm here, so here we are.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate it though. I
Yeah, no
appreciate you
problem.
really, really, honestly, truly. I do. I appreciate you taking out your busy schedule
No
because you got a
problem.
lot going on, and I
I
know you
know.
do. You got a lot going on, and so we're not. I'm not going to hold you much longer. I'm not
That's
going to
all
hold you.
good.
Let's get this thing shifting and going and whatever. But I do appreciate you joining me on tonight for the meditation Monday uh podcast episode on the South Florida Live uh podcast. I always say this episode, this segment is where we say let's talk about the things that matter.
That's right.
There's a lot of things that we need to talk about that matter. I was
Right.
hitting on a few, man, because like I say, since February, I've been pushing about voting, telling folks they need to update their status and the whole nine. Now it's here. It's that time. And I've been telling them that it's our responsibility to take care of our seniors, man. And I took one of
Yeah,
my seniors to the voting poll on Saturday because I say I can't just be preaching and don't practice it.
that's
So
right.
yeah, yeah, and that's our responsibility to
That's
make
right.
sure. Yeah, they took away me collecting their mail-in
Yeah, you
ballots.
can't do that no more.
That
Yes.
that was my thing, man.
Yeah,
Every
man.
year I would go around to all the seniors and collect
Yeah,
their mail-in ballots, man, and drop it off at the
dropping off
box.
on. Yeah,
Box,
yeah.
man. That was my job. That was my duty. Because I tell people everybody can do something. Everybody can
Everybody,
pitch.
you're right about that, especially in this day and age.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So hey man, listen, let's get this started. Let's get this
Okay.
started. Once again, I appreciate you coming. I really do. I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
Um, where are we gonna start? Before we get to the political stuff, and we got a
Yeah.
lot. Before we get to that, just tell us a little something um about the person behind the title, the person who is Shevrin Jones, and what experience shaped you, and what uh before senator, before legislator, what was the things that shaped you and molded you to do now what you're doing now?
Yeah. Let me see. So where do I start? I was you know this part. Raised in a in home with a father who was a pastor, a mother who was a teacher. Yeah, our home. My dad, and I mean this. This is just not an open and stump speech for me when I make mention of who my parents, how they trained my brothers and I, and how we respond, how we show up towards people, and how we treat people. They were very clear on that. Graduated from Florida A&M University. My degree was in biochemistry, and molecular biology. I was on my way to med school. That didn't go as planned. The Lord had other plans for me. I ended up going to be a AP chemistry teacher, and did that for 10 years. Saw the absolute disconnect between the system and our young people, and that's what gave me the impetus to want to run for office, and I ended up doing that, and not realizing that the issues that we were dealing with, that I thought I would be dealing with when I got into office, would be just on education, but not realizing they would range from dealing with police body cameras, because our black men and boys were being killed and shot by police officers, all the way to Teddy Bridgewater Act, because you are firing police coaches just for helping student athletes. So, yeah, but I mean, the person behind the title is, yeah, I, you know what, brother Brown, I never wanted anything out of the deal when I got into politics, and I still don't, because I really got into it because it was just, it's like being able to help people on a greater scale, and I genuinely saw the ability, uh to not just help people, but be able to change people's lives. And I think that's why I get so, I mean, if I can break into the politics really quick, but that's, I think, if that's why I get so passionate in committee and in debates and things of that nature, because yeah, I recognize who I represent. I recognize the people who depend on me to not bring them excuses, but to bring transparency and bring the truth back to them. And also recognize that I represent a district that really needs the help, that really needs the resources. And that's just how I was raised. I was raised to take care of the little man and the little woman. I mean, if you can help somebody else who don't, then help them. And I think that's just how I've moved, and it has worked for me.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, I mean, you were blessed and honored to actually watch a server. So
Right.
you were underneath, you was raised to, and you
Yes.
watched a
Yes.
servant, a servant of the community, a servant of the people, a servant of the least, the lost, and the left out. So I'm
Yes.
sure that had a lot to do with something that was foundation that built with you, because you had a front row seat.
That's all I saw every
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
Sunday to Sunday.
yeah, yeah. You had a front row seat, and then when he went into the political thing, you had another front row seat.
That's right. Yeah.
Sir, West Park. So uh, and I know that can be real challenging as a kid coming up in where you how you came up. Uh,
Hmm.
Sometimes you can shy away from it, but you didn't, because, like I say, the foundation. We're gonna
That's
say
right.
that foundation. So we know you've served Florida legislation, and now Florida Senate. Um, Now tell me, Chef, what have those experiences taught you about leadership and serving people though?
Um. Wow. What have that taught me about leadership? You know what? You know what? I'll tell you, brother Brown. I guess the one thing that this has taught me about leadership is that it's okay. It's okay for us not to agree
Mm,
with each other, but what's not okay is when our disagreement stops progress.
wow, wow, yeah, wow,
I've learned that in the legislature, right? Like like I became, but because it's apparent. Yeah, you represent in a minority party, and you represent in a super majority. You know you need to bring results home, and you're trying to navigate that, and then you have to ask yourself, what do I need to do to fight the good fight, but still push the ball up the hill?
right,
Like,
right,
how can I do both at the same time? And I think I had to learn how to do. those
Wow.
two things, like walk and chew gum at the same time. I think that's the one thing I've learned in this process. And again, some people don't agree with my way of doing politics, right? They believe I was some people call it too buddy buddy, or some people, but I still hold individuals accountable,
Yeah.
right? But I know what I need to do to be able to negotiate. I understand what I need to do to be able to move agendas. I know
Right.
what needs to happen in order for me to be able to get legislation across the finish line. Like
Hmm.
I've understood those things, and I've learned it there.
You've gone through the test of it,
I mean,
the test.
I have, and it's not easy. It's not easy trying to get a bill passed and try to get 119 other people to agree with you. It's not easy trying to get 39 senators to actually go along with your idea. It's actually it's extremely difficult.
Hmm. So, um, so what do you believe qualifies you to represent these
Mhm.
people in district in this district in DC? I know you've been through it. You did the legislation. You senator. You know you local. But what really um, what do you believe that really makes you qualified over everybody to say I'm the one?
It's just that I'm the only one within this race who's ever legislated. I'm a legislator I'm a legislator who was in the legislative branch of the Florida state government, who is now running for the legislative branch of the United States government. I'm the only one who's legislated. Now, that's not to take anything away from any of the other
Like,
my other colleagues who have contributed to this community. And I'm not taking anything away from them. But I made this analogy yesterday. Anyone who's ever been a manager and you've had to go through resumes and you get good candidates on these resumes, sometimes you get down to the last three or the last two, and you're not doing any more rounds of interviews. And now
mm,
you got to pick the person that's strictly based off of who has the best resume to actually do the job.
right,
And I'm the only one who has that.
right, right, right,
Not taking again, while not taking anything else from taking anything
uh,
away from anybody else.
right. But your record kind of really speaks.
Literally, I've passed over 2 dozen pieces of legislation. That's the law of the land right now. The only one who's had to appropriate before and negotiate for a budget and bring those resources back home to help multiple people, millions of people in the community, negotiating across party lines to be able to collaborate with your with Republican colleagues. I mean, that's what has been done. I mean,
Hmm.
and I wouldn't have to figure that out on day one.
Right, 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 right. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So with all that and with the strong record that you have and the things that you've done, looking back at your public service journey and doing this campaign now, what you're going through now, this journey that you're going, what are some of the lessons you learned the hard way that will make you a better leader going forward?
Well, I mean, I knew this already, but I think it became more apparent, and that is everybody is not your friend.
Hmm. Wow. Mm.
I show up like when I'm with you, I am with you.
Up and down.
Up and down. I have learned in this process that you have friends, you
Mm,
have colleagues, you have acquaintances, and you have individuals,
mm,
right? And I know the difference. I have learned to compartmentalize everyone, and it's okay. I still
mm.
treat everyone with I treat everyone with respect, but I know based on where I have compartmentalized you, I know how to move. I know how to move. I know how to carry myself, right?
Mhm.
And because I also have learned that I get it. I'm in a place that can move the needles for other people, and so I get it that a lot of people sometimes their only connection is based off of what you can do for them,
Right.
and when you can't do anything else for me anymore, then there's no use for you. You
Yeah.
understand? So I get it. And so that, you know what, and if I have not learned anything else, that's probably one of the biggest lessons is that if you are a leader, you have to be okay with being used for the
Mm,
greater good of other people, and not even sometimes not for yourself.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's that. I got to give a little to get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, I've been watching, I've been paying attention. It's been some stuff going on, some real tension, real hype
Yeah.
things right there. And recently, and that's what I wanted to find out how, you're I mean, from what I see, you handle it like a professional. You handle it like someone with quality, with someone with leadership skills and know how to, you know,
Hmm.
tell somebody, to do
Hmm.
it,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
where to go without. And I've noticed that. So because
Right.
now there's some stuff that's popping up, and I
Right.
guess that's part of politics. I watched my
Right.
brother in it, for years and years, and I used to shake my head sometime with
Yeah.
with some of the stuff that he was going through. I'm like, no, that's a calling, and I know this is a calling. It's a calling. It is a calling. It is a calling. Everybody can't walk
No,
this,
we
and
can't. It's rough.
I know y'all be like, oh, okay, Brother Brown, we got to get him out of jail again. But I know it's tough. Sometimes
Yeah.
people throwing stones at you, like it's one that's out now, and
Yeah.
I wanna address it
Please.
because
Yeah.
um about the naming of the airport thing.
Airport. Yeah.
Yeah, and that somebody dropped that, and I got the clip that they
Yeah.
dropped, and
Yeah.
I but then I'm gonna play it if that's okay,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we're gonna
Please.
come back and we'll
Let's do
talk.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk about that.
Tallahassee lawmakers renamed Palm Beach's airport after Donald J. Trump, and Shevrin Jones helped make it happen. Chev voted twice with Republicans in committee to advance the bill that put Trump's name on an airport and stick taxpayers with the bill.
Work in your life.
Uh-oh.
Finally, we do.
No, that ain't what we want. Okay, so when I saw it, I did you see it? Did you see it? When
I
I
saw it.
saw it, I'm like, wait, hold on. No. I'm
Right.
like, that did not play out that way that I know, because then
Yeah.
I saw something else
Right.
that that you were in the chambers. So I'm like, let's see. No, and hold on. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Hold on. Everyone, hold on. All right, here we go. I wanna, I'm like, no, not what we heard.
To sit here.
Sorry about this.
It's okay.
If we are going to sit here and memorialize an individual who see me, Tracy Davis, Dara Rusan, Rosalind Osgood, Corey Simon as monkeys, I don't want his name on the airport. And it's unfortunate that we're about to sit here and name an airport in the state of Florida in the year of our Lord in 2026. And we're going to name an airport off of somebody who sees me as less than, a human being. And I don't want to hear anybody say, well, he took it down. You cannot take down racism.
Mm-mm. All right. All right. All right. Let's deal with the elephant in the room. Now they said it is said, and
Yeah.
where's the thing?
I saw the ad a few days ago. It's laughable to me.
Yeah, because they even got that right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying that you voted for that twice.
So the truth is, I did. The truth is, I did vote for it twice in community affairs, and I voted for it again out of the second committee. Anyone who knows the legislative process, especially in the Senate, the one thing is, me as a Democrat in the minority party, I can't help advance anything. Here's how much of the super minority that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
If every Democrat don't show up, they literally still have the ability to pass whatever they want. So we can help advance anything. I can help advance anything. The second thing is, the reason why I voted for in community affairs was because we had an amendment on the bill, because it was told to us that Palm Beach County, they wanted to name the airport after Donald Trump. And so I've always had an MO ever since I've been in the house, that if a city or municipality come and say that that's what they want, that's what the city or municipality want. You know what I mean? Listen, as much as I don't like that man and I disagree with him on everything that he does, I say, you know what? He is the president of the United States. Palm Beach County, they want it because originally Palm Beach County said that they were going to be the ones to pay for it. It wasn't taxpayers' money that was being paid for.
Right.
They just needed legislative approval to be able to change the name. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? And so it was unanimous. All the Democrats voted for it because, again, he's the president. So sure, if you all want to do it, that's fine. It was the second committee stop when it came to where his family wanted to monetize off the name. And so we negotiated that, said that in the next stop, if we vote for this, we're pulling this off when it comes to the next committee stop. And then we're negotiating prior to it coming to Rules Committee to pull that language out, because he should not be able to monetize off of it. As a matter of fact, he should not. His name, we don't even want his name on there, but that's neither here nor there, because what we said was, he's the president, let that happen. But then the tweet happened. When Obama and Michelle Obama when President Obama and Michelle Obama were depicted as monkeys.
Right.
That happened when we went into Rules Committee. Not only did I change my vote, not only did I file 2 amendments, I voted no. I debated against it, filed an amendment, and voted no. And that's the speech that you just saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not again. The original bill was not in use of taxpayers' dollars.
That's why you voted.
Exactly. I voted for it. I did, because Palm Beach County said that that's what they wanted. I'm not in the Palm Beach County delegation. There was somebody from the Palm Beach County delegation that was there. They said that they were okay with it. I'm like, okay, if everyone's good with it, I'm good. I don't like the man, but you want to name the airport after him, y'all want to do it, y'all want to use y'all money, so be it. It changed. And that's when I started voting. When I voted no on it.
Okay. Well, see that, that's why I wanted to put this out here and get the real story, because if you look at what was put out, it was like you voted twice. But the reason you voted twice is because from in the writing, West Palm Beach was
paying for it.
Be paying for it.
That's right.
Not the taxpayers.
That's right.
Palm Beach.
That's right.
So if y'all want, I'm with you. If y'all want to spend y'all money on that food,
that's your money. Exactly. You all spend exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Go ahead and do what y'all do.
Do what y'all want to do. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Now you talking about taxpayers and now this foolishness that you did. No, can't do.
I'm not voting for it. Exactly.
All right. That's why I say why I want to clear it up.
Yeah. And listen, I really hope that when people see negative ads and things of that nature, that they go do their own homework, that they go online, they Google. I mean, let me tell you, if you want to see my voting record, if you want to see anything, you can go to flsenate.gov. You can pull up every single vote that I made or did not make. And that, when we talk about being informed voters, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like as you're choosing who to as you choosing who to vote for in these different situations, like being able to go and do your own research and be like, okay, well, that's not true. Or this, I mean, this person actually voted for. I mean, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, and that's why I was when it came out, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what I
Exactly.
saw him in the chambers
You
defending that.
saying something totally different.
Yeah. So, but now we know why you. But see,
Uh,
you're not going to talk about why you did it.
exactly,
You're just going to
exactly,
put that
exactly,
part out. Just like
exactly.
they take this one over the what almost 30 that you
Oh
have
man. Oh,
you have.
40, I mean 40 plus, and that wasn't even my bill. That was a bill for somebody else. I mean, what they're saying is that I voted on that I just voted yes on the legislation.
Yeah. Okay. So South Florida Live family. Here it is. There it is. It's been clear. It's been clear. It's been clear. So let's move. Let's move. So why Congress? What do you believe, um, Senator? What do you believe is missing from DC that you would bring to the Congress? What do you think that's missing? Definitely missing. It's a lot that's missing in DC that you would bring to Congress.
The desire to govern.
Mm-hmm.
Because Congress is not governing right now. I mean, when people can't afford their rent, when people can't afford their gas, when people can't afford their prescription drugs, that's a government that's not working on behalf of people. That's one that's working. That's one that's working against them, and
Mm.
that's what I believe that's missing right now. What I believe is missing is individuals who desire to govern. I I want to govern because I believe governing is what this district needs. We need someone who can fight, but we also need someone who's going to deliver,
Mm. Mm.
and I
So
can do both.
yeah. So I'm gonna bring this out. I'm glad we went there. So when you make this statement, is this what you're talking about?
If and- that's not my op-ed. That was written by Brian Johnson.
But that's basically what they're.
I mean, so listen. I mean, at the end of the day, first of all, there is no such thing as a torch passing in the people's seat. There's no such thing as that. That's not fair to the people.
Mm.
It's not. It's not. It's not your torch to pass.
Mm.
It's not. It's the people's torch. The people
So
will pass the torch on the 18th.
so why do they feel like that would that you know generate the people to go along?
Not in this day and age. I mean, people. If we look at the trending politics that's happening right now all across the country, people are
Mm.
pushing back on endorsed established candidates.
Yeah.
We see what just happened in Tennessee. We see what's happening in the other seats. And people are pushing back on that. I mean, you have a whole totally new generation of leadership that don't believe the status quo works. They don't believe that the status quo is what it is, and they also don't believe that it's delivering. So you have these people who have gone, people who are running and like, listen, we're not going to respect the quote unquote rules. There's no rules,
Mhm.
and people reject it. I think people have pushed back, and people are pushing back when it comes to that type of stuff. And listen, I got a great deal of respect for. I have a great deal of respect for the
Uh,
congresswoman. I think the
yeah,
congresswoman
yeah,
is amazing.
yeah.
Uh, I do believe that in this instant, I mean, you can't you can give who you think it is, but you can't force people and say that this is my suggestion. This also should be yours.
Yeah,
People don't like being told what to do.
yeah. Because it was something I believe I was trying to find it. You say something about endorsements.
Yeah.
That something. Oh man, I couldn't remember something about. It's not the endorsements, but something. It's something that you
I'm probably
mentioned.
saying something. I'm saying so much. Yeah.
But so we know that that's what's happening in DC that you would change. So what are the three most important issues that you would make priority if elected?
Affordability, affordability,
Mm-hmm.
infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
and education.
Why those three?
Affordability, because people are fighting to live every single day here in South Florida. Infrastructure, because this district is the gateway to everywhere you need to go, whether north or south, and we live in probably one of the most populous areas within South Florida. And education, because us not educating our children the right way is a national security threat.
Yeah.
It is a national security threat. And I don't care what anybody say. If we continue to go down this route without prioritizing our education system and how we're teaching our kids in the next 15, 20 years, we are looking at a huge national security threat within this country. AI can't teach our children the way we want. It can't teach our children. Yeah, our education systems, I mean, our school systems that are leaving our communities are
Mm-hmm.
creating communities that have no educational unit inside there. And that's a problem.
Yeah. So for that affordability, what would be your step? What would be your really your guide, your process to change that?
Yeah, I think the first thing that I think that Americans can start seeing if it can get across the finish line is signing on. The first thing I'm going to do is sign on to Congressman Henry Cuellar's bill. He has the American. It's called the American Consumer Tariff Rebate Act, and he's out of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And in this bill would ensure that Americans get the unconstitutional tariffs that the Supreme Court deemed unconstitutional. They get those unconstitutional tariffs are now given back to the American people who live in households under $400,000, and they get $125 per child. Y'all remember the president said himself that he was going to write everybody a check to give them their money back. Nobody got a check yet. Nobody. Anybody got a check? Nobody got a check.
Nobody that I know.
Nobody. Okay, so nobody's got. But this is the legislation that goes along with that. That is something that I will sign on to on day one. That's something that people can see. That's something that people can feel. That's something people can touch. That's something that is in legislation right now that it just doesn't have enough signatures on there. I will sign on to that bill on day one.
Yeah. And that's the thing, and you're very transparent when it comes to the procedures and whatnot. Like I've heard you say, listen, y'all, it won't happen in a week, won't happen in a month, won't
No, it's
happen in a
not.
year. Sometimes it's a process.
Yeah,
So it's like you say, you have to take that to the people, to the to them, and to get it signed.
that's right.
And you need enough signatures.
You need
Uh,
services.
how would how would your voice, how strong would your voice be um in Congress in DC?
Listen, I don't that would be the one thing that I would have to spend time doing. I think I would start with the Florida delegation. I will start with making sure I'm in that I have close relationship with all the representatives and senators in the state of Florida who are in Washington D.C. The good news is 95% of them I've already served with them in Tallahassee. So I know them. I know them all except two of them who've never served in the legislature before. And then I think us being able to move as a unit, I think that's something that can be done. Whether I agree or disagree.
Oh, I lost the senator. We lost the senator. Hopefully, we can get him back because this was going well. This was going real good. I was liking the thing. Yeah, we lost him, but hey, that's the thing that I like about it is that the transparency that he has and he presents. Not saying the other ones don't. I mean, our other candidates don't, because I had Oliver Gilbert on, and he was very transparent. But oh, there you go. There we go.
Okay.
One of them
Um,
waves went through. Uh, yeah, but yeah. So we were saying that. I mean, I was asking about your voice, how strong your voice, and like
oh,
you said,
listen, you have to. I will
you
build a
voted for
relationship.
it.
I will build a relationship with the delegation. I mean, that's the first thing because those individuals have been here before. So I would build that relationship with them, and to absolutely understand that I don't know everything. When I first got into the legislature my freshman year in Tallahassee, I took about I took the first year and I learned. I
Mm,
learned. I spoke when it was something that I just couldn't sit back and not speak on. But I would do the same thing. But at the same time, I would make sure that my biggest plan would be is to build the coalitions so I can get work done. The worst thing I could do is get to Washington D.C. and think the only thing I'm going to do is fight and throw bombs and not bring any results back home. I think that is not what people are looking for.
mm-mm.
And I also think that that's not the people. Again, people want someone who can fight, who can also push the ball at the same time.
And I was just getting ready to ask you about that. Um, um, I mean that the 24th congressional district includes communities with very different needs. So how would you make sure every community has a voice, not just the most politically connected?
Yeah. So I said this at the forum in Miramar.
Ah, ah, we're gonna see if we can get them back. We can get them back. Yeah. So hey, listen. Once again, while we trying to get the senator back, once again, hope everybody's going out to vote. Hope everybody. Hey, if you have questions for the senator, don't hesitate. The comment section is open. You can present a question for the senator. If you have a question for the senator, don't hesitate. Put it in the comment section, and we will ask it. We will present it to him. If you have a comment for the senator, yeah, we can have him answer any questions that you have in the comment section. Yeah.
Brother Jeff,
So
I'm sorry. I just put my phone on do not disturb. You asked me a question.
yeah, I was just asking about the communities that's in that district.
Yeah.
Um, uh, um,
Like
how would
like
you
how
make
I make sure their
that
needs are met.
their voice is heard?
Yeah.
Just not politically connected.
So I on Saturday when I was on the panel, I told them that I want to split I'm going to split the district into zones.
Mm,
Um and I'm going to create zone captains within the district to
mm,
lead their area. It also gives me the opportunity to know the needs of that area if when I separate them into zones and these different four zones, and then to make sure that I am hitting the needs of those individuals, right? Because I have adult ADHD. I'm not afraid to say it. I think it helps me focus better. If my team say, "Hey, listen, Congressman, we need to focus more on Zone Two." How what does Zone Two need? What's the last bit of funding ever? I think it creates more of an organized, transparent process, so I can be able to explain to residents that listen, this is how we have helped you, not just as a district, but in this zone. But I also think, not just separating it into zone. I'll do what I'm doing now, making sure that I continue to do the We the People meetups, to continue to do the We the People universities, and have these different events and transparent opportunities for people to come here and learn, and also to give suggestions. Just being a talking head and just saying that I'm going back and forth to Washington D.C. Is not the way I believe that anyone should lead. I mean, when you lead. I like to lead collaboratively, so leading from the center, so people can feel like they are a part of this work too. Like again, how we've led these last 14 years, where we wanted people to be a part of this process with us.
wow, that's great. Hey, I'm gonna shift to a area where I mean I was in the school system for 28. You was in the school system for a number of years. And we know the education system here is not where it was once before. And we really, really, really need a resurrection of this school system. So in DC, you're in DC. What would be one of the focus um, as a congressman to to try and improve what's happening and try and strengthen this education system is if possible.
Since send the funds directly to the school districts and not to the state.
Mm. And how would
It-
I mean I hear that, but is it possible and how if so
Absolutely, it's possible.
what
If if
what
the
would
if the
the
state
way
does
would
not
it be
want
possible?
to, if the state doesn't want to properly fund if they don't want to properly fund the public education system, and they're trying to deprive school districts, this federal government should not send those dollars directly to the departments of education in those states. And they should send those dollars directly to the school district so the school district can fund their teachers in their schools. I would do it. I would get behind something like that in a heartbeat to make sure that their teachers, that your Title I funding for your students, for your special needs. I would make sure everybody is funded, and those dollars go right to the school district. Since the state can't do it, the federal government will send the money directly to you.
Wow. Yeah, and that helps those areas of the community, for those underserved
Exactly.
communities.
Yep.
That would
Absolutely.
be major for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Back, it always been, the east side didn't always
Yep.
get what the west side got.
That's right.
So I don't know if that gap has closed or is different.
No, the gap hasn't closed. The gap is going to continue to widen. But now, I mean, there are no lines within schools, within school districts here in the state of Florida, because we have this free voucher program, so you can take your child to whatever school you desire to take them to, and so which has under populated our schools. Schools have shut down. Every year we hear that X, Y, and Z schools are going to have to shut down because they don't have funding, and that's because the kids are not in school. Many of them going to different schools, and I'm a firm believer that if any school, any program is going to receive taxpayers' money, then you should be held to the same standard as the public school system.
Yeah, and I was saying that just kind of jokingly, if they had school of choice, when I was coaching, I'd probably still be coaching.
Yeah.
Because kids that wanted to come to me, of course, at that back then couldn't, because they had to have an address and somebody to live. But now, like you said, they have that opportunity to go where they want to go, whatever school. Because Hallandale was in that situation.
Yeah.
I was in that situation because their numbers was low. Because the kids that's in the neighborhood they're not going there. So because the kids that are in the neighborhood not going to that school, how do we correct that? Is it a way correcting that?
No, because that's all bound by the state law.
Wow. So it's like a revolving door where we
Revolving door, exactly what it is.
every year.
Yep.
Wow. So I mean that's something that needs to be looked at and checked out. Healthcare. We got to move. Healthcare. I know that's something that you're in the area where I want to talk about is mental health. That area of mental health that needs to be more spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, we have to put more mental health services back into our community programs. The only way we're going to do that, we need to bring back community clinics. Community clinics were the place where individuals didn't have to go to the hospital to use the emergency room as your doctor's office. And I think it has turned into that because healthcare is so unaffordable. People, they can't afford health insurance, so therefore they go to the emergency room to go get their checkup. They utilize the emergency room to go to the pharmacy or to these different places. So yeah, that's just not how we should be living as a country. I believe in Medicare for all. I believe that we should have universal health care where everyone have the ability to get health insurance. Because if I have a healthy family, I have a healthy community, I have a healthy student, I have a healthy workforce. It is an absolute domino effect that I don't think we pay close attention to, and I absolutely think we should. The last thing I say is that while this is like mental health, healthcare, and criminal justice mixed in together, we have to stop looking at mental illness and or addictions and seeing these people as criminals, because they're not. That's a larger conversation for a different day, because I know I'm on 8 o'clock, but that's a larger conversation that we have to have.
I've said that a few times on the podcast when I've talked about mental health.
Yeah.
On the podcast, and I told them we got to stop criminalizing. Well,
Gotta stop criminalizing it.
that's not it.
Yeah.
Then
Nope.
we need to find support and help for a lot of these
That's
people.
right. That's
And
right.
not saying, oh, well, they got mental health issues. That's why they no, we
No,
shouldn't do it.
that's right.
What should Congress do about the rising cost of prescription medication? Because
Well,
that
I mean,
is
we could have done something about it in January. We could have. I mean, if we would have extended the ACA subsidies in January, we could have gone back to an option to where individuals weren't paying that much for prescription drugs. I mean, we have to allow Medicare companies to be able to negotiate with these prescription providers. If not, we're going to continue to see these astronomical prices. And I think we have to do this sooner than later. We have to allow the Medicare companies to be able to negotiate with these drug distribution companies.
yeah. That's a must. That's a must.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
shift to safety. Um, um, People want safe communities, but they also want to trust between the residents and the law enforcement. Just trust in law enforcement, period. And there's a video going around with the young lady in Arkansas. And so a lot of stuff like that's going on. What does effective public safety looks like for you?
a well-funded a well-funded public safety system, and where it's well-rounded to where law enforcement is reimagined in a way to where, yeah, police, I mean, how they deal with crime, but making sure that there are enough counselors and there are enough therapists and there are enough individuals who are within law enforcement who can know the difference to, like we just talked about, to where public safety also meaning the public safety of individuals that they're going to do public harm to them, do harm to themselves. So that's ensuring that individuals who some might deem as a criminal, to where they might be having a mental health breakdown, or they're habitual in their addictions. I mean, those individuals need help. They don't need a police officer. I think we just have to reimagine how we are utilizing our police officers. I think our police officers will appreciate it. Absolutely. I think we need to reimagine public safety and making sure that public safety in community is consistent within all communities. You're not putting more officers in the black community just because it's a black community, but you're putting officers there, you putting counselors there, you putting therapists there. You're doing it all. I might have to leave in a few minutes, Brother Brown.
Okay. No, I just got one two. We're gonna jump right to this one, Senator. Uh, Political politics can divide communities. We
Yeah.
know. How would you work with people who disagree with you without compromising the value you were elected to represent?
Yeah, right now, to this day, I will have a conversation with anyone until I see that you're only speaking to be heard, and you're not speaking to actually understand and learn from each other. I in conversations like that, because I get it. I don't want to agree with each other on everything.
Right.
I think that's boring. First of all, yeah, I desire to have healthy disagreements with each other. It becomes something totally different when individuals start being disrespectful, or when people start believing that what they have to say is more important than the other person, and then you were speaking to respond. You're not speaking to listen. I end those conversations quick, because
Yeah.
you're gonna want to have a conversation. You're gonna have an argument, and
Yeah. Right.
I'm not
That's it.
interested in arguing.
Yeah. All right. Last question. Last question. Closing question. If elected to Congress, what is one promise you would make to the people of 24th District that you are prepared to be held accountable for?
When I am elected next Tuesday, when elected next Tuesday,
Come on. Shout out.
when elected next Tuesday, the one promise I will make is that I'm not going to let you down, and I will remain consistent. I've been consistent for the past 14 years, and I will be consistent. I'll move into this next role. It has worked for me. It has gotten me to where I am today, and people don't like when you switch up on them. So I don't plan on switching up on people.
I mean, I can vouch that you have been consistent in what you do and what you say.
I appreciate you, brother. Bro.
Peace and blessings.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for joining us on this evening. I know it's been tight, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you so
good.
very much. And we continue to pray for you. We continue to cover you, man. And soon be.
Yes, sir.
All right, blessings.
All right, brother, bro. Blessings,
All right,
brother.
now.
Yes.
Safe travels. Hey, listen, you've been locked into the South Florida Live podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. Hey, y'all, listen, that was Senator Shevrin Jones, candidate of the 24th Congressional District in Florida. He's running for that seat. So, hey, once again, if you have not voted, go vote. If you have not voted, go vote. Your voice is your vote. Your vote is your voice. So go vote. Come on, guys, go vote. Let's get it done. Early voting has started in both Broward and Dade County. So let's get it done. Early voting, go ahead and knock it out. Get it over with. Once again, if you have some seniors, members in your family, please, y'all, go take them to, if they need to go to early voting, please take them. Pick them up, put them in your car, take them, assist them if you want, if you have to. Need to. I did it on Saturday. It was great. Nice, smooth procedure. Not a whole lot. Went in and we were in and we were out. I didn't see a lot of crowds at early voting at this particular polling station. That don't mean they're not at others. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that for me. Okay. Let's do that. Let's take care of our seniors. Let's do them right. And go vote. Go vote. Hey, listen. Coming soon. We're bringing it back. It's returning. It's the return of the singles edition. Singles edition coming soon. Building strong relationship goals. And you don't want to miss this. I'm gonna make an announcement when we're gonna start this. What night, what day we're gonna start this. You would know this very, very, very soon, coming up real soon. So put that down in your calendar, in your memory banks, that it's the return of the singles edition. I had some folks ask me about that the other day, inboxing me, texting me about the singles edition. We need to bring it back and have the conversation, which we will. We will have the conversation. Okay. So the singles edition will be returning very soon. Okay. So keep that in mind. Once again, the singles edition will be returning. So keep that in your memory banks, write it down. I haven't set a date yet, but get with the team and we'll talk about it. Okay. So once again, thank you for everyone that's tuned in on tonight. Thank you for everybody that joined me. I want to say thank you to those who support this podcast financially. I appreciate that. If those that would choose to support this podcast, that's the information that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. That's $ Power of Glory 777, $ Power of Glory 777. And also you can Zelle us at Jeffrey Brown 2094 at gmail.com. That's Jeffrey Brown, JFFERY Brown 2094 at gmail.com. If you like to support this podcast, I really appreciate it. We want to do some things leading up to the rest of the year. All right. Okay. God bless you. Thank you for once again for everybody joining me on tonight. And as we always say, hey, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Hey, y'all, let's watch God change things. God bless you. Love y'all. That's the action word.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.